You know, this is really a special occasion. I don't think I can stress that enough. I'm just so honored to be the one to be able to talk about my grandmother on behalf of the family. She's a tremendous lady, as we all know. She raised a lot of children, a lot of grandchildren, and then that, and so on. It's just, the line goes on. It's forever, forever, forever going, and strong. So in preparation for today, I knew I had to get a lot of research done and do a lot of work. It took me a long time to prepare for this. And so I had to call on some friends and family to do this. So let me pull out my notes. That's how it took a long time. Wow. Just to start. Anyway, when I think about my grandmother, after getting some notes from my sisters and so forth, I kind of compiled all the information together. It was just tremendous, but there were some underlying themes that really stood out. One of them was honesty. That was one of the traits that she really taught us about. And the thing is about these traits, she just didn't come out and say, you should be honest, you should be honest, you should be honest. She showed us in different ways how to be really honest. And it just stands out tremendously. Let me just give one example. One of them was, and I don't know if she's aware, she probably is. Every year we get Christmas gifts from my grandma, and she gives us cards. And every now and then there's always something extra in one of the cards. It just seems like that. And one year it'd be one of my sisters. The next year it might be somebody else. And the following year it might be someone else. And we would always talk about it. And every time when the person would go, hey, look at this, look what I got. And I'm like, you gotta give that back to Grandma. I mean, we didn't get it. So I go, well, you gotta at least tell Grandma. So, you know, whoever got it would tell Grandma. And Grandma said, oh, just keep it. And you know, in her way, I think her sharing that honesty or teaching us about honesty is also rewarding. And it made us really appreciate to be honest and to do the right thing. Also, you know, definitely was rewarding because whoever got it was always happy. But that's the thing about honesty that I really love that my grandma taught us. Another one was independence. She really taught us how to be really, really independent people. One experience from one of my sisters was Marissa. She shared with me the fact that when she was in middle school, she was staying at my grandmother's and she wanted to go out to lunch, and my grandma gave her some money and she goes out to lunch. And she asked, Grandma, where am I supposed to go? She goes, why don't you just go ahead and go out on your own? So Marissa thought about it. She said, wow, this is really cool. I got a bucket full of money and I'm gonna go eat a good lunch. So she went out, had lunch, and came back and shared that with something that she just really remembered that was a good experience for her. It really taught her about being independent. The third thing my grandma really does that I felt that I really, really appreciated was she always made everybody feel special. Several stories with feeling special is if it's your birthday, she would make you a birthday dinner. And it was usually whatever you wanted. Another one was for me, when I lived with my grandmother, she'd usually go out for a walk early morning. And it was just the little things that I appreciated. Because she would come back and bring me a whole big McDonald's meal. And it wouldn't just be one meal, it'd probably be a couple meals. And she goes, I didn't know what you wanted, so I bought 3 of them. And so it was really special to me that if she didn't know she just wanted to choose one, she would buy 3 instead. So, thank you, Grandma. It was just thinking of those little things. The little things mean a lot. And so, those things that I think that all of us share, whether friends or family, we share those little things. Honesty, love, friendship, everything that goes with it. But you know, the big question I was dying to ask my grandmother, I wanted to ask her in person, which I had a chance before we came over to her 90th birthday party, was I wanted to know, how did you get to 90? How do you know you can get to 90? 90. I was totally on the edge of my seat. Kid you not, I'm ready. I want to write this down. I have my pen. I'm taking notes for this other stuff. But this is the key to life. I mean, now that she's 90, my wife keeps telling me, quit eating junk food. I go, what do you mean? Grandma's 90. No problem. I already know that. But I really want to know what the secret was. So I'm sitting at the pen, intent, best student I could be, as I would love all my students to be. And I asked her, what was it? What is the secret to long life? Well, anyway, this is what she said. I kid you not. She said, as I looked in her eyes, I really don't know. Are you sure, Grandma? Because you're there right now. No, I don't know. I'm like, all right, but then I asked her, I dug a little deeper, like I have to do with my students, got to ask a qualifying question. So I'm asking her, I go, well, what is it you don't know about it? She goes, I don't know. So then she thought about it a little more. She goes, well, I really started thinking about it when I got to 80. Okay, can I make it to 90? And then she told me, after digging deeper, you know, talking to my grandma sometimes, you know, you gotta keep asking questions, otherwise she's gonna get one answer. So I kept asking her, cried for more, and she goes, you know what? It had to do a lot with family and friends. Getting cards, writing letters, talking on the phone. It's friendship and love with people that you care about. And you know what? It was a great answer. I mean, if you have friends and family, you always have something to look forward to. Like this party. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. I just, we're all so lucky. With that said, I'd like to close this toast off, so we'll close this party so we can get started with dinner. If everyone could please raise your glass. I'd like to toast my grandmother, Annabelle Young. We're ready for the next 10 years. We want to see 100. Here's to you, Grandma. Happy birthday. We all love you. All right, let's eat.